American culture, I'm going to present to you our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. John Guest, and he'll present to you the play Embers of Freedom.
Let me just say thank you and welcome to our Juneteenth celebration. We can't be more pleased to have a presentation from the Chocolate Box. We've had a collaboration with Michaela Reed for ages, and it just gets better. And if you've seen some of the work that she's done here before during Christmas time, then you know you're in for a treat. But this particular play is something really special. It's, you notice it says Embers of Change, and this is a story about Juneteenth and how each and every one of us can be that ember of change that we so desperately need in the United States today. With no further ado, I will turn this over to the play. Thank you all for coming. Oh, one last thing. I always say thank you to our sponsors, always HEB, the Houston Endowment, BAMF, and the Board of Directors of the Houston Museum of African American Culture. And I would be remiss, I will get flogged if I don't say buy a membership.
Our story of freedom has yet to be sung.
Though they write it and correct it to sound like we are one, forgetting that there was one ember to light the flame and run. But isn't that why I didn't come? So we can tell them how it all goes. We are the elements,
chosen to protect those whose souls burn bright, but today we tell a tale of how an ember ignites into a flame. But first, you must know our names.
Your feet will be planted on fertile ground when earth is round.
like a breeze on a nice day. The winds will carry you away.
Each boat must cross water to get to shore.
And we are the guys to the other side.
And our story
It's not
Without you,
Our story begins in Alabama, where the celebration of life has just begun.
it's a baby girl. What would you name
lights enough to blow through the air, with a cry powerful enough to spread like wildfire. I will name her Ember.
She had to be, to survive in the only slave ever slaves were not let free. She had to be.
It wasn't fully paradise, but in Albion, this was the only place provided for hiding as a refuge after a war where everyone was supposed to be free.
it? Placing our story in the 6th month of 1865. The first time we came alive.
It's Emma's story. Let her tell it.
Okay, so
Today, thank you. Now, where were we? Yes. Today is the day. Walls of freedom have been whispered in the wind, and they are as close as they are far.
yes.
Some lieutenants say that we have won the battle, but why do we start? In the house or the field, could we be okay? I mean, they'll kill us anyway. So, I will call for all of my people to set ablaze all letters from those who have passed
Such
away,
a place.
forgetting we are being free slaves. And let the letters light the flame. I will collect and write these letters in the fountain of the night instead of staying and fighting. I will have my freedom outright. You, yeah, light the fire, so I can escape my freedom and have this freedom for life.
A slave master tricking his slave into bondage, you see. For years this chief told them that he was free, and now he leaves. The word spread like wildfire, and some chose to be hesitant, but some decided to make haste.
Hush, child. I am your mother, and I say make haste, so our troubles won't stay. We have to have enough lights. This is why Paul is making us burn each letter. Now, here, take your great grandma's box of letters.
There has to be another way. It just doesn't make sense to burn our letters. Especially if we can't stay.
Didn't I say hush and make haste? Freedom will come with or without you today.
And this box contains her story. Our story. It doesn't make sense to burn it, and we know it, so why would we just ignore it? Has anyone thought to ask Pa why we would burn these letters?
Now, I will not say it again. Hush, child. Or you may find yourself in a lion's den with everyone who isn't free. There is no hope for you and me unless we burn these hastily. Now hush and go!
Welcome all to this sacred place. Today, we set Alakam on fire in the name of freedom. Let it be known to the whole world that on the 18th day of the 6th month that we will no longer wait for freedom. We will move quickly and let the light ignite our way to the north. In the act of selflessness, you all will burn the letters from those who are passed away. Slaves will no longer be our names. Let it burn!
Let it burn!
Yes. Our ancestors will want it to burn. So we can build a better freedom and future for all. Affirm yourself.
I am a fool.
I am free and no longer bound.
There was one ember that would ignite sadness.
There is one who is yet to ignite her fire.
Child, no! Don't you dare say no.
Was she extinguishing their light?
What is this all for?
It's okay to remember, child. You will know what freedom is after these years of bondage. Come,
No!
grab the child and bring her here.
Her child would flash before her eyes. She remembered her great-grandma's stories. If you listen very closely, you can hear it.
Where your name will be called, and no one will be in your corner at all. My Amber, to navigate the troubles of the future, you must not silence the past. Regardless of the task, read this letter to understand how you can last. My Amber, you must ignite the flame, but only when the weather is right. You must.
I can see there's fear in your eyes. And the uncertainty is no surprise. I will give you a second chance to ignite the flame or
What, Chief? Maybe you can explain why our letters must die, but yours to stay alive.
you dare challenge the other child.
Okay? When we leave our land of freedom and we're burning our privileged existence, we're following you blindly tonight. Our fate is in your sight. It's a simple question. You can
Child! You forget who you're talking to. The man that has brought you and that family to be free and won't follow me.
You know what, Chief? You can explain to me while we burn your letter.
Remove this child out of my sight. It is obvious that an emperor will never light.
And just like a coin, the bit is flipped without question. Just so a villager can teach a lesson.
And this is exactly what I am going to need to ignite that next.
But will she stay and fight?
Her voice broke the silence in the dead of night.
Silent tree, there's sleep. That I will
found her in Galveston, near the shore. We were in charge of keeping her warm.
We had to remind her what we were fighting for.
Now, we told you that we would tell you a tale on how an ember ignited into a flame. But much like you all, too much pressure causes a whole lot of pain. And see, we are the elements in charge to watch them seek, kill, and destroy until they hurt them no more. It was a sad scene. Each slave jumping into water to be free, and their feet planted on fertile ground with disbelief, whispering in the air, only earth can see. Now it's time for earth to speak.
Well, I lost my brother the other day. Somewhere between ships and Juneteenth. Somewhere between African proverbs and Martin Luther King speeches. Somewhere between transatlantic slave trade evolving into school to prison pipelines. I asked them if they can find my brother, but they tell me that he might be in a better place. And I can't help to feel like this better place is his skin camouflaged into the soil 6 feet under, so I lost my brother the other day. Our tongues, identical, but his twisted around in words translation to the South won't colonize. I mean correct. Our walk, the same, but his steady and determined as if he was a sheep in a lion then refusing to betray our moves. The same, yes different, as if we were disguising home from those who took it from us. My heart overflowed with the joy of that drum that carried that beat. His heart overflowed with the fear of that gun that carried that heat. My blood spilled into my soul for the world to feed. His heart spilled into the floor for the world to see. I lost my brother the other day. Can you help me find him? His name is Ikeda. She's from Oakland, but you call him Michael Brown, Ahmad Aubrey, and Emmett Till, Trayvon Boyd. I said, stop, that is my brother. But the world unites to be the eye, and too African to be black, and I am too black to be African. But isn't it funny that when the gun locks eyes with us, we are one? I mean, we fit the description. Hood, black, male, threat, dead. They don't use stones no more. Why would they? It's easier to kill two birds with one bullet. The world asked me, what does he look like? They said, just like me. But with 400 years of cultural slashes ripped off of him, and then they asked, well, where can we find him? I said, on the tree. Where you could have hanged him? Maybe in the fire. Where you could have burned him alive after our skin burned brightest in the dark.
And in the dark, they hung them on earth's trees. See, it took 400 years and then some for Galveston to be released. And we had to sit here and watch it happen. You don't think that we wanted to stop it from happening? We watched them 400 years and then some released, and then they expect the slaves to rebuild and